So this is a quick presentation. It's a little poster presentation. I'll be really honest, I didn't think I'd have to present anything with this when I signed up to do this. So when we went to remote learning, one of the things that teachers really were trying to do was put together these workbooks, and they were creating them from scratch. We are a one-to-one iPad school, and every teacher has an iPad, every kid had an iPad. And one of the things that teachers wanted to do was to create multi-page PDFs. They wanted to pull in their own worksheets, maybe images from other places. So this poster came out of a need from our county. And I think that across the state, this is a skill that anybody, anywhere would benefit from. I focus on creating these files using an iPad or an iPhone. If you're anything like me, I have all these Apple devices. I have all these devices around me, and this allows me to bring in items from my phone. I can use my iPad. I can use any device. So when you start, we'll start with the first one. I'll walk through these really quickly. So the first one is you can use the Notes app. A lot of our teachers started by using the Notes app because the kids could type along with taking photos. So if you open your Notes app, you start a new note, and there's a camera icon, and you scan it. In your settings of your iPhone and your iPad, there is an option that allows you to save those scans to your photos or your camera roll. You can do that, or you can just leave them in the Notes section. The one thing that I want you to remember about scanning in Notes is that, or adding them to your files and photos on an iPad or in the Apple community are separate. So if you save a scan to your photos, that's only in your photos. You'll have to choose to send them over to your files, which I have pointed out in one of these options. We'll get to there. So number 2 is scanning directly from your Files app. You open up your Files app, you click the 3 little dots, and then you choose Scan Documents. When you scan your first document, you can be done with one page, or you can keep adding your additional ones. The third one is to take photos from your photo roll, send them to files, and then you can choose all of the images, all of the files, and that's how you combine different mediums into one PDF. Number 4 is opening your photos in the Books app, which saves them automatically as a PDF. I don't love this option because I think working in the Books app was a little bit cumbersome when you're trying to deal with kids or with teachers or with just adults who don't have a lot of tech knowledge of how to navigate. But if you are creating your own textbook, if you have all of these images ready to go, Books would be a good option, especially if you're familiar with Apple. And then finally, the OneDrive app. This also works with Google Drive or most of the cloud services. You just open up the OneDrive app, much like the Files app. You press and hold, and you choose Scan Documents. This is about all I have to present. If you need any help, my email is me.fisher. I'll drop it in the chat, and you are welcome to email me. But these are all strategies that are easily looked up on the internet. And I'm going to drop in a link right now to a folder of resources. These are for all of the presentations that I'm giving this week. This is an 8.5 by 11 file that you can print and give out to all of your teachers. You are welcome to post it on your county website, on your help desk, wherever you need it. And I think that this is a great way to bring together multiple files of photos, scanned images. If your printers or copy machines are like ours, we can scan and send PDFs straight to our email. I can pull in PDFs, I can pull in JPEGs, all of those together. So before I end this very brief poster session, do you guys have any questions, or do you have any other methods of creating PDFs that you'd like to share? All right. Well, in a few minutes, I have another session to share on QR codes that I think is another another valuable quick tool. Yes, Robin, print to PDF is extremely useful, and we can use that from our iPads. Printing to PDF is a nice strategy. All right, well, make sure you grab that link and make sure you get those resources that I've shared with you all. I really appreciate your time, everybody being here today, and hopefully I'll see you all in a few minutes for QR codes. Thanks.